Welcome to the New Jersey Map Buildout Modeler video tutorial. In this video, I will cover everything you need to get started using the Buildout Modeler. To navigate to the Buildout Modeler, simply scroll down on the main page. You can also click on Maps at the top right, or go straight to the page by typing njmap2.com/buildout. The Buildout Modeler is an interactive tool that visualizes the potential impacts of current and future zoning, from a municipal scale down to a parcel level. It's a joint effort between the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection and Rowan University's Geospatial Research Lab. At the present moment, Buildout Modeler operates for 8 participating municipalities. A central focus of the tool is on nitrate impacts from future development. Users can develop what-if or alternative zoning scenarios and see how it would affect the maximum number of housing units that can be built. They can compare build-out at current zoning to build-out based on potential changes to zoning, as well as build-out that adheres to NO3 dilution standards set by the DEP. With the Buildout Modeler, towns can effectively plan for zoning to protect water resources, promote smart growth and land conservation, and mitigate the impacts of climate change. The first thing you'll see is a faded legend and a map centered on New Jersey, with several municipalities outlined and colored. On the corners of the map viewer, you'll find some basic controls. In the top right, you can change background maps. At the bottom right, you can zoom in or out, or zoom back to the full extent of New Jersey, or jump to your current location. To really get started, you'll want to click on a municipality. Right away, we see our faded legend pop out more and populate with values based on the current zoning of the town that was clicked. Explanations for what these values represent are available by hovering the mouse on the blue eye icons. Hovering over a parcel will cause information about it to be populated on the legend. Another control pops up on the top left of the map when a municipality is selected. Hover on that and you'll see a number of layers that you can toggle on or off. First is all existing residential units, which draws dark green houses for those in sewer service areas and light green for those that aren't. Below that is building footprints, which show up in gray. The existing zoning sewered layer will draw the maximum number of housing units that could be built in sewer-serviced areas, based on current zoning restrictions. That will be in light red. Existing zoning non-sewered shows the same, but for areas without sewer service, in dark red. Nitrate limit non-sewered shows the maximum number of new residential units that can be built outside of sewer service areas and under current zoning, while also adhering to the DEP's NO3 dilution standards. The two below will draw the maximum number of units that could be built based on modeled zoning changes. Further down, you can toggle zoning boundaries, parcels, watersheds, or sewer service areas. You can also choose which layer you would like to be labeled when you hover over it, by clicking the tags next to the layers and turning them red. For example, see what happens when I turn on the zoning layer and then click the tag next to it. Now, when I hover over a zone, a label pops up containing its zoning code. The legend will also populate with information about the highlighted zone. This works for watersheds and sewer service areas as well, but for now we'll leave parcels on. Below the boundary data are constraints. These are areas that cannot be developed, either because they are preserved, already developed, or have topography that could not be developed, like water bodies or wetlands. Now to move on to modeling. On the legend, you can build a custom scenario, or load a saved one using a model ID. When you start a new scenario, a box will pop up that prompts you to select a parcel and change its zoning. It populates the legend under Scenario, but since you haven't changed the zoning yet, the numbers will still match. We can also now turn on the housing units for our current modeled zoning. These will show up in purple. Find a parcel that you are interested in rezoning and click on it. Hover over the available zoning codes to see the minimum lot size it would enforce for new housing. You can select one and apply it to just that parcel, that entire block, or all zones with that code. This will change the numbers in the legend. If you're happy with the scenario, click the Save button. You'll be given a model ID number. Write it down and make sure not to lose it. Whenever you want to look at that scenario again, just navigate back to the page, hit the Load button, and plug in your ID number. That's it. You're ready to use the New Jersey Map Buildout Modeler.